and do this. So okay, I have a few points here for us to talk about. But first, I will start by saying Merry Christmas to you, and I hope this season has been an amazing one for you and your family, for you and your business, and everything has been going on just fine for you. Because on my end, the new year has been an amazing one. Started off in December that I just got back from Nigeria from a conference with the man of God, Pastor Grace, that really had to position me and all of that. So with that said, I go back here, revitalized, energized, and ready to work more than ever, and with a clear understanding of what Christmas really stands for. Not just for, a lot of us have been thinking that Christmas is just for us to eat rice and to all of that. But it's more than just that. It's celebrating the Son of God to us. That is why I don't say Happy Holidays, it's Merry Christmas, because it's a season of joy that the world was in shambles and God had to send his son Jesus Christ to come and save us. So just imagine that. So let's dive right into what we're going to be talking about. So the first thing I have is introduction. My name is B. Arambang Alen Cosmas Beng. For those who don't know me, I'm a software engineer and a technology enthusiast and an entrepreneur. And I'm a Christian too. So I fellowship in Christ Embassy. I just want to let you know all of this information. So if you want to stop here right now, it's fine by you. So if you start hearing me saying things like Jesus, God, and scriptures start coming in, you shouldn't be feeling all off or weird, but it's just my life. So that's just it. So yeah, that's it. And we are right here to talk about something very, very important that I think that most of us have to know about, Africans have to know about, because this is something that has been happening for a while now. It's been happening for a long time. I think since the birth of Google in 1998. That's amazing. Google is one of the biggest search engines that revolutionized what we know as finding, search. Hey, trust me, people are looking for things more than what you think about. So today we are going to be diving deep into why is an online presence vital for your business, for my business. Why is it important that you have an online presence? People will just come at you and say, hey, you need a website, you need a Facebook account, you need an Instagram account, you need a Twitter account. But the question is, okay, back up. Why do I need all of that? Why does my business need all of that? You need information in order to guide your decisions, and which is why I'm here today to share this information with you before you step into a new year. New Years are not only for some people doing new resolutions, they are also for most companies the end of a year or the start of a new year for them, or the start of a new annual year for them. So meaning that they are coming up with new strategies that they want to implement, new markets they want to get into, and all of that. And one of the things I want you to do is that I want you to incorporate an online presence for your business. It doesn't matter how small or how big you are. You can have, or you should have, an online presence. Hey, that is what I want you to know today. You should have an online presence, because an online presence is going to tremendously help your business. And I'm going to let you in on so many things that you need to know, or why you should have an online presence. So if you're just connected, you can say hello, blessed morning, and stuff like that. And don't also forget to ask your questions. I would love to answer them, maybe today or in a subsequent live streams. So let's move on to what we are discussing. Why an online presence is vital to your business, to my business. That is what we're talking about today. So back off, background check. Okay, how are we doing things? At first, if we wanted to look for something, I think before Google came or before any of us knew Google search or any other search engine, if we were looking for something, the very first thing we would do is that we would try to prick our memory to, like, hey, have I ever come across someone or some people doing this thing? That's the first question we ask. Then we now say, nah, I haven't. So you try to reach out to friends and family to find out if they have, like, hey, next thing, I don't know. Have you ever come across a barbing salon nearby where I can go take a haircut or something? And they will tell you, yeah, I know of one. It's at Rendezvous, just at Rendezvous Junction. You will see a barbing salon just by entering the Presbyterian church and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, question is, your friends only know a lot like where they have been. So they don't know about things that they have never seen or heard of. So the information is kind of like limited. So there is that limitation you have. But thing is, with Google, 1998, when that company was created, practically for search, that revolutionized everything. That changed the way we did things. We have questions every single day. We have questions in our mind. Why? What? How can I do this? Why should I do this? What is the this? How is this? How many this? Right now it's even difficult for me to sit down and start calculating. Exchange rate is 600, so $10 multiplied by 6. No, it's difficult. I just ask a question. $25 to Sefa, and Google gives me the answer. That should tell you something. And I want to let you in on something if you didn't know. Okay, this will have to go to most Cameroonians. If there is a tool out there known as Google Trends, it's trends.google.com. It gives you detailed information onto what people are searching for in the area, like a country, like you all of that. And it's able to tell you what people are looking for. And when people look for something, that means there's a problem that needs a solution. So that is it. Now, I want to show you what happens now in 21st century. This is my phone and I want to do a haircut. Let me show you something. Okay, Google. Please, can you look for the nearest barbing shop nearby?
I found a few barbecue shops near you.
Okay, now, Google is able to find this. Anyway, they got barbecue rather than barber shop. Let me do this. Okay, Google, can you find laundry services around?
I found a few laundry services near you.
Perfect. Now, what do we see here? We see Barefoot Park, laundry. We see Rainbow Wash Laundry Shop, Elegance Pressing. Now, Elegance Pressing, this is how bad this could be. I am doing a Google search in Cameroon, and my search results, the first search result that I have is at 207 meters distance. You get it? And we have Rainbow Wash Laundry Shop, which is in Nigeria, but it's popping up on my search. And we have Elegance Pressing, which is in Cham, but I'm in Bamenda. Now, that is how bad this is. Meanwhile, I have a pressing shop right around the corner. It's not even up to 2 meters distance. It's just right around the corner. It's not available. But I do laundry, like most of my stuff. I send them out for laundry, shoes, and all of that. Then imagine I'm looking for a laundry shop and I'm not a laundry service and I'm not able to find the one that is closest to me. That is how bad the situation for search is, especially in Cameroon. Hey, I went to Nigeria. It was like I've been in Nigeria for years because all I wanted to do is, okay, Google, look for me the nearest restaurant. And Google just pop up something and I would just be able to click on the map and
I
follow
found a
it
few
and get it.
restaurants near you.
See, I found a few restaurants near me and they are giving me Dream Lunch restaurant, which is 1.2 kilometers away. Meanwhile, there are restaurants nearby. But what is all this? It's search. Hey, let me tell you something. Right now, 2020 detailed results from Google Trend, or what Google has released for their search visibility in 2020. It stated that Google is able to process 40,000 search queries in 1 second, which translates to 3.5 billion searches in 1 day. We are 7 billion people on the planet Earth, and Google is trumping searches for 3.5 billion search queries in 1 day. Think about a month. People are looking for things. When people are looking for things, those are your services they are looking for, but they can't find you. They can't. Honestly, to me, it's that bad. And okay, I see a question here. 14 is saying I should define an online presence. Basically, or putting it out there, an online presence is locating a brand, or I would say that locating a brand or giving a brand a visibility, a virtual visibility, or a virtual personality out of its local location. So the word online, to say that I'm online, it means you're connected to the internet. So an online presence for a brand is locating a brand on the internet. That could be, anyway, I'm going to go into mentioning the various tools that you could leverage in giving your brand an online presence. A lot of people are on social media, for instance, but their brands or their businesses don't have those same online presence that they do. So an online presence is giving your brand visibility on the internet. So thank you very much. Now, we are going to be discussing briefly on three, I would say 4 highlighted points. What I'm going to be talking about elaborately is measured on these 4 elaborate things. I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be talking about, or the benefits that being or having an online presence would give you, is centered around brand accessibility, a brand establishment, a great audience, and opportunities are galore. If you don't know what galore means, is aplenty. It means that opportunities are in abundance. There are so many opportunities for you to leverage on. When you have a local business, when you have a local business in a physical location, it's limited to so many things. But when you're online, the opportunities are limitless. You can turn them to so much stuff. So I have a walkthrough of what I'm going to follow. So right now we're going to be following it that right. So the first thing I want to do is demystify some terms. When they call you a local business, hey, don't be offended. Local is a relative term, first of all. You should understand that. When most people think they call them local, they feel a little bit like, okay, hey, they're saying I'm a local business. Because you're a local business doesn't mean that you cannot serve 15,000 clients or 15,000 customers. No, that's not what they're saying. What they mean by local business is because mostly you're not a unicorn or tech company. You get, so you provide services that are mostly vital. Don't get it now. Local businesses are business that mostly power economy, because for Google to be able to do what they do, they need restaurants because their employees need to eat. Even the CEO of Google needs to eat. That is a local business. The restaurant is a local business. Why Google is not? If the restaurant doesn't exist, Google employees and CEOs will starve. And when you're hungry, the idea Google cannot even come up to you, or you can't even write perfect code that will be able to index all the searches that we do. Barbing, hey, I have nice hair, right? Okay, that's cool. See, I'm coming to you live now, looking all nice and stuff like that. That is because of a local business, which is a barber shop. My teeth are looking all clean and shiny, and my breath smelling nice. And me having this dress is because of local businesses. So the most local businesses power up. They power up the economy. They are the backbone of most economy, and most of the times they either call them local businesses or small businesses. So it's not really in the term small. Trust me, there are small businesses or local businesses that they make or they serve close to 25,000 customers that the so-called tech companies are having a hard time doing. So don't get it twisted when they call you a local business or a small business. In the terms of local, it's more of, hey, your service cannot really be consumed, or what you provide might not be consumed from within the confines of a particular community. Like if you own a barber shop, somebody needs to physically come there, or you need to bring your service to them. So somebody in New York can use your service. You get it? Because hey, you can only just move as much as in Boya. You cannot travel from Bamenda to Boya to give a haircut. You can't do that. So that's mostly what they mean by those terms. So I just wanted to clear the air with that, because I didn't want you to start feeling like this person is trying to bring down my morale or what. That's not what they're doing. They are just giving you. So talking about the elaborate things we're going to be mentioning about, or we're going to be discussing, this is it. I said brand accessibility, brand establishment, which is awareness and authenticity. All of these words that I'm mentioning, you might not know them, but I think if you keep continuing with me in the live stream, you're going to understand them, because after we're done talking about the importance, now I'm giving you the advantages. Next, we are going to dive deep into how you can build a strong online presence, because hey, it's not about just building an online presence, you need to build a strong one. So the very first thing I will tell you from experience that having an online presence would do for you is that it makes it easy for potential customers to find you and come to you. Hey, the reason a lot of businesses expand, having new location, you're in Boya, and now you're opening a branch in Bamenda, is because you want new potential customers. But for some type of businesses, it's not really necessary, because it's a lot of money to open up a new branch or to open up a new local presence somewhere. But some businesses cannot just do without that, having a physical location. So that is the first thing it does for you. Having an online presence gives you a competitive edge, because people can look for services you provide. I just give an example here. I want to eat. Even if this restaurant serve bad food, right? Like see that all of these restaurants from my Google search, they serve bad food. The fact that I'm able to locate them on Google, I'll go there and pay my money, then I'll realize that they serve bad food. Meanwhile, you are there serving good food, but I can't find you. See, that's how bad it is. So having an online presence is able to give you that potentially new customers can find you. That's one of the very first thing it makes for you. Now, it makes it easier for you to showcase your services and product. Take for example, look at this. I'm a potential customer. I have to get to your shop before I realize that you have these various menus, and then I'm getting to find out that, hey, he doesn't have Eru. Okay. See me now, paying my transport or taking a walk, leaving my office or my house to get to your restaurant before I'm discovering that this guy doesn't serve Eru. He only serves fufu corn and achu. Or he doesn't serve koyams. See, that's the thing. I've spent time, I've spent maybe money that I would have been doing something else. But now on online platform or an online present, if it gives you that extension, it's an extension of your brand that never sleeps, never goes on holidays or vacation. A lot of people are spending the Christmas, enjoying themselves and all of that. Now, if you don't have a brand presence, that's why we realize that most of us spend the Christmas season, sorry, it's Christmas, it's not Xmas. So most of us spend the Christmas season, and in January, a lot of people go broke. It's simple because their businesses were not working money for them. So they closed down the whole store and they went home. An online present gives you the ability for customers, because the point is it's vacation, but people still need services. Hello, I still need to do my hair, like have a good haircut. I still need to buy dresses. People even buy food on that day. So looking into all of this, you see that if you had an online presence, you would be able to get these orders and either deliver them after the vacation. The money is already in your system. While you're for vacation, the online business is there making money for you. While you're on holidays, while you're sleeping. So an online presence is an extension of your brand that doesn't go to sleep. It's 24 hours, 24/7. Hey, imagine you launch an e-commerce platform today where you sell stuff like maybe wigs, pens and stuff like that, and all of that. You launch it today, and before you sleep for 12 hours and you want to get up, you've made let's say 5,000. You didn't make that 5,000 if you had just a physical location. So that's what it does for you. It also provides you the platform for showcasing what you offer, from portfolio, testimonials from clients, new products, and how you work. Like how you work is just basically your team. Like people like to connect to brands, so they like to see your team, they like to know your team, they like to connect with the people behind just the name of the brand. So hey, before we buy things now, we do a lot of research. So we go online and do research. If you don't have an online presence, how am I going to see testimonials of what clients are saying? Though it's also not a good thing, because critical testimonials from clients can destroy you. So but it's a good thing for you to take. For example, when I go on App Store and I have to download an app, I check the reviews. I'm like, okay, why is this guy criticizing this app that bad? Is it that is bad? And then I go now forward to look at, like, okay, who is saying the same thing that he is saying? Is it just a critic, a bad critic, or a negative critic, or is it something that is being experienced by a lot of people? So we dig into all of that, but we can't have that if there is no online presence. So that's that. It makes it easier for you to showcase your products and services, and it's easier to build relationship with customers and potential customers. Hey, One of the biggest thing an online presence will give to you is the fact that you're closer to your current customers. They can easily reach you. One of the best thing we love MTN for is customer service. Not really for the idea of getting new clients. No, it's customer service. They respond to us that are already customers. You get it. So so that's an important thing, and that is happening because MTN has an online presence. Trust me, the best way to get feedback from MTN is not calling them. They will bore you with a lot of drama and all of that. Trust me, that's not good at all. Don't do that. Go on Twitter, write and tag them. Immediately as at now, as their tweet goes off, they will respond to you immediately as at now. Trust me. Just tweet it. Don't call them. Just go on Twitter and write a simple tweet. We are concerned. Tap MTN. Your problem will be solved immediately, more than even how you waste time waiting for their stupid calls and they telling you that your order is being processed as if you are ordering for food. Tweet it. Online presence, you see, customer support and all of that. So this is what I want to tell you. Humans are all about connecting, connecting with one another, building relationships. And building these relationships requires trust, which is gotten from knowledge. If I don't know you, I can't trust you. Honestly, if I don't know you, I can't trust you. So this trust is built from information. And an online presence gives your company or your brand a human voice. What does a human voice do? A human voice talks. A human voice feels. A human voice listens. Imagine I have to leave my house or office just to go to MTN's office to complain that I have a problem with the network or a bundle I activated is not working. Compared to me just sitting and tweeting about it or writing a post on Facebook and tagging them. So it gives your brand a voice to talk. It gives your brand emotions. It gives your brand an ear to listen. And it's accessible and comfortable to your client. And now with that voice, customers and potential customers can interact, which is talk, smile, yell at you. Yeah, it's one of the emotions that humans give out. They yell at you. So doing all the things they do with humans with your brand, hey, apart from the fact that I want food that can be served like someone in my family or a friend. So you should serve me the food as if I matter, you care about me. We are you. The first time my first concern of eating is I'm hungry, so I just want to eat. But apart from that, because when you're the only kid in the block, so monopoly, there is a tendency of people just coming to you because they have no choice. But now when there is a choice, trust me, people don't just like you because they like you most of the times because they have no choice. Your friends like you because you are their friends. If they buy it from somebody else, they will be angry. You will be angry, sorry. But you really at times might not be providing them the best service that a competitor might be providing. Like you're not online, they can't give feedbacks to their products. You cannot listen to them because you have no online presence. You cannot talk to them. You cannot feel them. They cannot smile with you. They can't yell at you. You're not online. They have to leave their houses. By the time they think about leaving their houses or office, paying transport just to come and yell at you or tell you that this bundle is not working, they rather just stay home and suffer the fee. And then they will still activate it later because they have no choice and they are your friends. But if a competitor comes and is able to connect with them and give them that bigger relationship they are looking for, they will dish you and leave. That's how it works. So having an online presence gives your brand a voice that can speak, smile, feel, listen, and yell. And like I said, connecting with customers. People want to know that it's not just a robot serving them. They want to know the people behind it. So posting your team, how you guys are working, brainstorming, vacations, having parties, it also helps in connecting with them. So they want to feel that. They want to have those emotions with a lot of people. The fourth thing it does for you is marketing your brand becomes easier. Hey, imagine when you're thinking of marketing in a local setting, the very first thing you'll be thinking of is going to pay a radio station, TV station, billboard that doesn't even convert. Trust me, billboard is not for conversion, it's for big brands to show off and like increase brand authenticity. It has nothing to do with conversion. Billboards hardly convert. Honestly, billboards hardly convert. That's why if a billboard wants to sell, you need to put a face. If it's a concert, you need to put a face of Ada, Frank Edward. You cannot put a face of an upcoming artist. Don't try it. It will not even work. But billboards are for big brands, for brand authenticity, because brand authenticity is staying real. You already have brand awareness. So authenticity just means I'm staying real to my vision and to my customers. People already love you. Frank Edward is already a big brand. Coca-Cola is a big brand. MTN is a big brand. They put billboards just to keep brand authenticity. It has nothing to do with conversion. It's not when you see a billboard that MTN is putting talk more that you dial *126# to activate Wonder Bundle. No, you know the plans already. They are just putting it there to keep the brand fresh in your mind, not to convert. So those strategies are strategies that you spend a lot of money to put a billboard in Boya. They will tell you that, hey, for you first of all to print the billboard, a huge size billboard, I think a 4 by what they call it, it will cost you just to print it. It will start costing you about 60 to something thousand, and then to put it for 1 month, you have to spend 80,000. Bro, $10 ads on Google search will convert you more than that useless billboard for 1 month. And you will not even spend half of the money you're spending for billboard. So having an online presence makes it easy for you to market your brand. So, so with tools like social media platforms, website, search engine, local business directory, it's reaching a huge audience gets easier and cost effective. With just a few clicks, just by click, write some content. This is my ad. I'm spending $30 in 30 months, in 1 month, 1 week. This is your campaign is launched, and you start having others coming in. And one of the things that you will not find out there most of the times when people are talking about how having an online presence will impact you is that it also helps you bring investors, venture capitalists. So it helps you bring venture capitalists. It helps you bring venture capitalists. It helps you bring investors. A lot of people are searching for investors. It's difficult for you to get investors when you don't have an online presence, because when you hit an investor with your proposal, most of the times what they will do is that they will go do background checks of their own to see what your business stands for. Because on social media you would hardly lie, and because a lot of people would have to be giving reviews, they will really see if what you're forecasting or what you're telling them about the business is true. Because even if you try lying on your social media timeline, your customers will not lie, they will say the truth. And from those reviews, like, hey, if you tell me that there's this app you're working on that's an amazing idea that I should invest in, hey, I should be able to hit on Play Store and see that app. you should not be fooled. It rarely happens. This nonsense that we hear, that a company idea that somebody just started up got funded. Even Google did not get funded on an idea. They built stuff and they funded them. Facebook did not get funded on an idea. Zuckerberg built something and he had traction. Then investment came. So you need traction. People need to go there and see how customers are crazy about your product. Then they can start putting their money, because if you're asking for money, it means you want to scale. What do you want to scale when you're just working on an idea? So it's difficult to, only ideas that has to deal with medicine and stuff that gets funded before. But for most cases, you need to start up something and have traction, because that's where your investors are going to get more information and see if this thing is what people are really looking for and want. They want it. Anyway, we will talk about subsequently. We'll talk about investments and all of that. So, setting up an online presence is able to give you the possibility of reaching out to investors, people who would like to invest in your business, people who love the idea and have been wanting to do this thing, but it has not been possible because they have something already that they are passionate about and tied to. They can't leave it, but they want somebody who is passionate and sees the opportunity they are seeing and they want to put in their money. So it helps. Personally, for me, that's what it has been able to do with Paveway Technology since we launched online. We have been able to have a lot of people contact us that I didn't know them before, writing me and saying that they are interested in investing in the company. They have been seeing what we're doing and they see that we are passionate about it. When Pastor Chris is saying that 2021 is going to be an exciting year, trust me, for me it is, because I already have a bunch of investors. I didn't meet them. They wrote me and they said, "Hey, Alan, I would love to invest in your company, Paveway Technology, in 2021. So I didn't go meet them. I just did what I had to do, setting up an online presence. At the time, I really did not know that it was going to get me investors. I was mostly focused on these things that I listed for you, to customers. But now it gave me something extra, possibilities of meeting investors. So that is that. That is basically what I wanted to share with you today. But before I leave, I'll just tell you things you need. Okay, I listed it so that the live stream could just be smooth, and things you need to look when building your online presence. There are tools out there that you need to look into. One of the very first things that I think that you need to look into is a website. It gives you organic reach, and it makes a lot of clients know that you're legit. Having a website, a well-crafted website that spits out or gives out information to customers as they need, gives you a lot of brand strength or brand visibility or brand awareness or brand authenticity to your customers. And also, it also helps a search engine to index you well. Having a Facebook page is cool because it gives your brand the ability to socialize, like, hey, let's to get social. It gives your brand the ability to get social with customers. But it really doesn't give your brand that ability to socialize with search engines. So there's that. But having a website gives you ability to socialize with search engines. And search engines, to me, are the biggest thing ever, because in subsequent videos we'll talk about this. Search engines are the biggest innovations ever. They are more than social, because social is just like sitting in your house and having an advert being run on TV when you're watching a series. Like, hey, we are advertising graphic designing service, Prosper Menko, Highland Graphics, blah, 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 blah. You don't need graphics at that moment. So it's just information to your ears and you keep it that you can use for later. That's it. But search engine advertisement or search engines are more important to me than social medias for brands, because when people go on search engines is because they are looking for something. But on social media, I necessarily am not looking for something. I'm just hanging out with friends and families, and then I see your ads. I really don't need the other time. But when I start going to Google to like, hey, how can I become a programmer? I need a mentor. See, you see, now if you're a mentor, you can sell your service. I need it at that time. But if you put it to me when I'm on Facebook, when I'm doing my stuff, it really might not matter to me. So that's the first thing. The second thing is a social media account: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever works for you or where your audience are, get there. Because when they find you on search or when they start dealing with you, they want to connect with you. So they are already connected in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So that is a platform for you to give them support, customer service, and connect more with them to understand what they need and what they want, so you can provide it as they want it. You're existing because they need something, and you need to provide it the way they want. If you don't want, get out. You're not doing any business. So stop doing what you're doing. So you need to get on Facebook. You need to get on Twitter, wherever your audience are. If your audience are more appealing to images than text, hey, the platform is Instagram. If your audience are more attuned to videos, like lengthy videos, like me, the platform is YouTube. If your audience are more attuned to short videos, that sells, hey, Instagram and TikTok are your place, because Instagram just introduced Reels. And by the way, I would say that Instagram is one of the most strategic platforms that you can use out there, especially now that they have been implemented some of the features of TikTok. You know, brands don't need to move to TikTok right now, because hey, you're already a brand and you have a great presence. Instagram gives you a lot of tools for your brand. Why TikTok focused on personally, and now they're trying to implement business tools. Whew. Instagram focused on business tools, and now they just implemented the so-called stuff that made TikTok blow up, which is Reels now on Instagram. Brands can now interact more lively. So it's more cooler. So it's more like personal and let's try to get brands. Bro, Instagram is more like business, which is yay, and then let's try to get some fun. Meaning that Instagram is not trying to convert somebody's personal life. Instagram was built for business. Now, what they are trying to do is to bring more human interactivity into brands. So instead of having stupid cat videos or stupid funny cat videos, now you have educative short videos for things about brands. Like Coca-Cola could do an educative short video, 30 seconds. Oh, it makes sense. MTN could do a short video for 30 seconds that informs you about something and all of that. So you see, it's a brand that they are giving more human interactivity to it, so that you can leverage those tools to really, really connect your brand to people so that they can feel the human interaction in it. One of the things that a lot of people miss out is business directory. And one of the biggest business directory in the whole wide world is Google My Business Listing. Now, when you do a search like what I did earlier with OK Google, most of the results that appear at the top are results.
Here's what I found on the web.
Okay, let me just do another one. Okay, Google, graphic design agencies in Bamenda.
I found a few graphic design agencies near Bamenda.
Okay. Now, if you see this result, most of these results you're seeing call, directions, and all of that. These results are appearing like that because they are found on the Google My Business Listing or the Google Maps. You see? So they are listed in the Google My Business directory. So they are listed on the Google Business Directory website. You have other local business directory, like you have business listing .cm for Cameroon, .ng for Nigeria, .co.za for South Africa, and all of that. You should list your business in these directories because they serve like yellow pages for business online, where people can, where if I do a search, because these business directories are well optimized, and when somebody is searching about something related to what you do, you would pop up because they are well optimized. So you should get your business on these business directories. And another thing that you have to get in, you have to start thinking of what you need to think of is search engine optimization. Your business should be able to think about that. Hey, the idea is not just building a house. When you're done building the house, you need to think of how beautiful it's going to be, the decorations, everything, and all of that, interior decor, interior designs, and stuff like that, and that. So you have an online presence now. The next thing you have to think about is how to optimize it so that your clients can find you better. Just imagine you live in a quartier or a street where every house there is red, and you come up and build a house that is green or yellow. Hey, you're outstanding, so everybody can find you. So basically, that is what I wanted to share with you today. And from now till our 1 hour mark that we would be closing, I would love to answer questions if anybody has a question, or if there are questions, I would love to answer them. But as I'm waiting for the questions to come up, I would say that subsequently, I'll be doing a lot of these videos to help brands grow and all of that. So, and I'll be bringing other guests that will be joining me for us to demystify some of these things, because my goal for 2021 is that I want a lot of brand visibility. I want to enjoy what I went to Nigeria and I enjoyed. If I want anything, I just need to ask Google, and Google will tell me where it is, where I can find it. I mean, even to the least thing that you can imagine, public toilets, whatever it might be that somebody wants, they are located on Google Maps and search. And because of this, because of the search volume and the search traffic Nigeria is having, if you go on Google Trend, you would see Cameroon data is not even, Cameroon is not even listed as one of the countries. There are 70 countries that Google gives trending reports on Google Trend for search keywords and all that. Nigeria is there, Egypt is there, South Africa is there, Ghana is even showing, but their search detail is unavailable. Cameroon is not even listed there before we are talking about not like having the unavailable part. Cameroon is not even listed among the 70. So one of the things that I want us to do is that I want us to scale our businesses, take them to the next level, building an online presence and customer service, tightening it up, because I've been able to see how this has helped me, my business, Payfree Technology, since I started. So if you want personal consultation about your business and stuff like that, you can always hit me up on Facebook or my WhatsApp phone number, which is +237 676 788848. So you can hit me on the line, or my email, which is cosmosallen@gmail.com, and we can talk more personally for your business. But like I said, we are going to be doing a lot of these videos, and most videos that we're going to be doing, I know I have my programmers guys out there, and we are going to be discussing programming and learning stuff in a different section, or not on my timeline like this. That is going to be on my Facebook page, which is Learn with Mbiarambang Alain. And most of these business videos subsequently would also be streamed on YouTube. My company Facebook account, like Payfree Technologies page, so you can follow us on Facebook. Our website is payfreetechnologies.com. If you just search payfreetechnology.com on Google, you will have our business listing and you will have our website details there. We are a SaaS company. We build software solutions for companies, and our mission is basically to create digital opportunities for every member of the African community. Our vision? Putting humans first, building technologies or building innovations that put human needs first. So whatever software or technology we are building, the question we ask ourselves is, how is this going to help put humans first? So you can contact me for consultations and stuff like that. Hey, it's not free, but let's say if you're able to hit me up from now till the end of 2020, I'll be able to talk with you personally, and let's try to see the strategies that you can implement for your business and make it better. So like I said, we are going, so you can connect on the Facebook pages, because one of the reasons is because, hey, I'm already getting to my 5,000 mark. I have about 490 something thousand friends already. So it might not be able to come, because it means that if I had to meet some other new people that want to come in, I have to count on friends, on a bunch of friends, and I really don't want to do that. So pages can accommodate more. So if you're interested for more of these videos, you can follow my pages, Learn with Mbiarambang Alem, and you have Payfree Technologies. I'll drop them down at the link on the section. Most of this information I'm giving, I'll drop them in the comment section at the end of the video so that you can get them. So again, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, subsequently, I'll be having guests from
it's 10 o'clock.
Maybe consultants, because I'm a startup myself, and I work with consulting. Like, I have a consulting firm that I get business advice. They help me with company registrations and stuff like that. So I would advise that you to also focus about that. So you should think of getting a consulting firm. You might think that is expensive, but it's something that is necessary. It helps you a lot in not straying in some ventures that are not needed, because these people have a lot of business strategies, accounting strategies that can really help you do the right thing and not do testings that will fail. So they can really help guide you. And one of the things that my company is offering is discount, 35% discount on most of our services: e-commerce, platform building, website building, and mobile app building. And yeah, you can hit us up for us to create your business listing on Google or build your website. Most of these things that we talked about, like social media, business directories, search engine optimization, website, you can just get to us and we'll be able to help you out. We would help you out. Trust me, it will cost you a little bit of money, but if you really follow some of the things that we do, you will be able to enjoy what we will provide. But for the Google business listing, just buy us a cup of coffee and it's done. It's Christmas, so let's share the joy with everybody. A cup of coffee will work just fine, and we'll be able to create your business listing. And subsequently, we would walk you through on how to manage it, optimizing it, and following all the rules and stuff that Google is putting out there for you to always be at the top. Because we created our listing, it was not even up to a month in SaaS companies, and we're able to rank between 7, 5, 2, 1 and stuff like that. So you can do that too on the business listing. So we can guide you, we can help you get that. But like I said, hey, this is my space. When I'm doing most of these videos, I'm doing them because I have studied something and I applied it and it worked for me, and I want to share it with you because I know that we are in this together. And we can only get to that place that we want to get to if we help each other out. If Google wasn't creating boot camps and all of that, we wouldn't have a lot of developers sprung up in the whole of Silicon Valley to come up with ideas. So that is what I want to do. Upcoming to you, there are a lot of programs we are planning. Like we are planning some sort of a 2 or 3 day strategic programs to help local businesses to scale. So we are still working on it. While for the tech guys, I have an amazing web designing course that you will be knowing about in subsequent time. So thank you very much for joining in again. My name is Mbiarambang Alen. I am a Christian and a software engineer, a mobile app developer, web designer, tech enthusiast, and founder of Paveway Technologies. So that's short list of the things that I do. Because I mean, founding a company, you get to do a lot of things. So it was nice hanging out with you today and having a chat with you. You can share the video, let a lot of people know. If you think that the content is good enough for a lot of people to know about, you can share them on your timeline or create watch parties with them. You have my permission and I give you the license to do all of that. So thank you again for your time. We're going to be having 1 hour sessions. If it passes 1 hour, it means that we really have a lot to discuss on that day. But what I'm working on is 30 minutes to 1 hour. So we are getting to the 1 hour. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. A few seconds for me to end the live stream. So have fun. Keep sending your questions and I will answer them in the comment section. Bye.